Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am going to do a reading for Nancy today. I know there's a lot of readings out there for Nancy, but I wanted to tap into I wanted to tap into some messages I got, and I did a meditation before starting, and I wanted to tap into that messages that I got for Nancy. And I also wanted to ask, like, who are the people behind this, if we can get more clarity, and the location, if we get more clarity with the location. I'm going to use some dowsing rods here in a little bit too that I have, some small dowsing rods that I'll be using for those questions of location. So let's go ahead and start with the messages I got. So I got, let me open over here, my notebooks. I put her name and I got masked person, and then we got this rune that's backwards. And that rune isn't a good rune. Let me look that one up. Hold on, let me go back. I haven't really watched the news today, so I haven't been up to date with what's happening. It is right now 8:22 p.m. Central Time here in the evening. Hold on one second. Rune meanings. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so we've got, so we've got it in reverse. Thoraz is the name of this rune. Because I don't remember them. Okay, so it's in reverse. So let me find it in reverse. Reversed, okay. Okay, so we've got this in reverse. I'm looking the meaning up on this one, and it says blocked protection. Okay, because it came up in reverse in my meditation. Blocked protection, poor timing, hesitation, hidden conflict. There's a hidden conflict. And it says tension under the surface, passive aggression, weak boundaries, letting others cross emotional or spiritual limits. It can indicate a moment where you need to step back, observe, and regain control of your energy before moving forward. Okay. Okay, I'm putting it and see. So there is this blocked protection, and there is something about poor timing and a hidden conflict. Okay, see if you can see clearly there. Okay. So I put that this message is for Nancy. So it says blocked action, delayed truths, which I got that yesterday. I have a TikTok website, and I put in I did a reading there too, and it came up as a delayed truth. A pause in the energy. The situation may require stepping back rather than forcing movement. So maybe you will see like a little bit of a standstill with this case before they get any more information. It talks about blocked and protective energy, tension beneath the surface. It talks about delays, unseen pressures around the situation. So there is a lot of energy with this rune. There's a lot of issues going on, right? I got that they're going to capture a male, and it's going to be, I got these dates to be significant: March 5th, March 7th, and March 10th. And I saw an eye of a woman kind of looking sideways. So that was kind of the downloads that I got from it. Okay, so I have the dowsing rods here. I'm going to do that first before we do the cards. So I wanted to ask God and the angel spirit, is Nancy still alive? So they're saying yes. When they cross, doesn't matter how little or far, it's a yes. When it's crossed, when it's open, it's a no. So let's try that again. Is Nancy Guthrie still alive? So there is a crossed energy, but it's kind of odd, right? Because it's not like totally crossed. So if she's still alive, she's not doing well, right? That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Now, next question is Nancy Guthrie in Arizona? Why is it? Let me try it again. Is Nancy Guthrie in Arizona? Okay, so I'm getting like a yes, but didn't you notice how different they moved? So yes, a possibly yes. Is she near the border of Mexico? Kind of says a yes there. Is the cartels involved in this? No, I'm getting a no with that. I'm getting a no for cartels. Okay, is her family involved in this? Any family members involved with this abduction of Nancy? So interesting, they didn't cross. So it's saying possibly yes, but it's not like, you see how they're trying to touch each other, but they don't. They have to be totally crossing each other for it to be a yes, but it's a possibility. That's what they're saying. Okay. Let's pull some energy, some cards. I want to ask the cards regarding the location of where she's at. Where is Nancy located right now? Where is she? Full. Okay, we got mountain energy. I see like isolation with like a cliff energy. Okay, and let me ask, we got the Fool there. I'm asking now about give me more clarity about her location. The Moon. So again, it looks like mountain energy here. A lot of mountains, and there's like a river that crosses by. And I feel like we're in the eclipse right now, right? So it's showing like in this moon cycles that are important, there's going to be some clarity coming through. Any other information about where she's located? Any other information? 3 of Cups. I keep getting like, now it's showing me like, again, a river of water, like a body of water, not a river of water, a body of water. And 3 of Cups is coming up. It's kind of like a friendship energy, and then 3 of Swords. So a friend that turned, a person that was maybe a friend or someone that was looked at someone to be trusted, turned out to be a horrible situation of betrayal, okay, in this case. Now, I want to reinforce that I am learning and growing in any kind of, capacity of reading. I've done readings for 20 plus years, but I'm learning a lot about doing like these kind of cases. So this is really interesting to me. So that's why just bear with me. Let's see what else we've got for Nancy. More about the location. And we've got 4 of Swords. We get a boat energy, and we get a man that's resting. So I feel like the person or people that have taken her are feeling like they've been victorious because they haven't been caught. And there's no significant like identifiers, right? Yes, we got the video, but they haven't been able to trace who it is exactly yet, as of yet. But they're feeling like, they're feeling at peace right now in this moment, temporarily. But there's a boat and there's a river kind of energy, which I've been seeing that too, or a vehicle of some kind. Ace of Wands coming up here. And I see like a lot of flowers, pink flowers around the area. I know the desert doesn't have any flowers, so I don't know where this can be. Or that maybe there's tiny trees or tiny little like areas of where there's flowers. And there's a lot of hummingbirds and a lot of bird life in this area. Okay. Okay, let's see. What else can we ask regarding this case? I know I watched a documentary yesterday. Well, not a documentary, but like a message from the news. They were saying Brian Eaton, and I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He's amazing. I love watching his every night before bed. I watch him, what reports he's done for the day for this case. And last night yesterday he went to Mexico, and it was only an hour and change to get to Mexico. And he didn't get any kind of like, they didn't screen him at all to come into the US. I mean, to Mexico. Obviously to come back, he had to be screened, but going to Mexico, there's not much screening. So he said it was pretty simple to get in. From the location of Nancy, took him about an hour and change. So let's pull more information about, let's pull the energy about the Mexico border or surroundings area, like if she's there, and anything on the motives of this whole thing. So braving the storm, facing difficulties, finding courage and fortitude, shaky foundation, unsteady, lacking support, and time to rebuild. So there's a time to rebuild here. There's a shaky foundation, and an ending to this case very soon, I feel. But there's a lot of things that are they're not firm. They're like, there's a shaky foundation on this investigation and everything that's happened. And they are facing difficulties in trying to find her or find the person that did it. But I feel like there's going to be an answer soon. Let's pull more clarity on that. Flamingo. Okay, it says stature, grace, vibrant, outgoing, social atmosphere, and connectiveness. More information on that. We've got magic beanstalk, ascension, elevation, and reaching new heights. Maybe this is her spirit that's reaching new heights right now. I see one of the motivators, number 8, which is like about money. So I do see that. Let's pull one of my true crime cards. Oops, imprisonment. So this is coming soon. Coming very, very soon. Okay, so the imprisonment card here is saying that they're gonna get caught. Whoever did this is gonna be caught soon. Let's see if we can get like another message. Let's ask about this imprisonment. When is it coming for Nancy Guthrie's case? When? She gives me a time frame. 9 of Swords. So 9 is an ending. So I feel like it's about to come through in the next 9 days to 9 weeks. And 9 weeks would be April, right? Between now and April, they're going to find. And I'm drawn to this card because it's showing like around her all these little arrows. And it's kind of like they're circling her in an area that's very secluded. There's, you know, it's kind of hilly there's a body of water close by. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing with that. Let me pull another card. 4 of Cups. And this talks all about the energy of, you know, discontent. Maybe she was discontent right before this all happened. There was something that she wasn't happy about, or with other people that were around her at the time, and she seemed a bit sad. Is the word. It's kind of sad. The ice thaws, end of difficulties, letting down defenses. So they're gonna let down their defenses, the perpetrators, and there's where they're gonna end up getting caught. And I get like a lot of ending numbers, like 10, 4 and 6, 10, 10, 9s. So I feel like we're near. It's getting near the time of being caught. Let me pull from here, from the tea leaves. This one wanted to come out. Parrot, someone will gossip all your secrets. Someone's going to talk about it. or someone that knows is going to reveal something. There's going to be some information coming soon. Temporary problems. Yeah, it's like clouded right now, but it's coming. And then I got cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Could also be that the people that did this were very like dissatisfied with their own lives, right? And sureness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So someone that's very, very smart about doing business, you know, deals and things of that nature. I'm getting that here too, that is involved or was it like a target to do this kind of crime, right? To make this come through. And King of Cups, I'm getting a male energy, which is that business savvy man. And thin ice, and risky situation, hazard, and potential liability. So there's this, they're going to get caught. Now, if they're in, I asked if she's in Mexico, and it said, let's ask again, is she in Mexico? Now it's saying like a possible yes, right? Look at that. Is she in Arizona, near her home? So I'm getting a no, kind of like, I mean, possibly she was, but she's not any longer. So I'm getting more, for some reason, like closer to the border of Mexico she may be in, or in the area of. I know some readers have said that she's not, but it could be a possibility, and I'm getting that possibility. I'm going to end with an angel number. A message for the angels for Nancy. Let's see, I've got 292, and it says channel anxiety. Create positive distractions to reroute nervous energy. Your angels are validating the anxiety and grief you're experiencing can be overwhelming. Your angels are with you presently. They urge you to channel those emotions into a positive direction. Clear your energetic space to create an oasis for something enjoyable and unrelated to your anxieties by cleansing yourself with water in some way. Take a bath or shower or go swimming if possible. So there's a lot of anxiety around this case, you know, involving Nancy, her family, her relatives, and her, and even the perpetrators are also in this kind of mindset of anxiety because, you know, they're trying to get them. So, yeah, 292. Twos are having to do with pairs. 9 is about an ending. So it could be that maybe there's going to be 2 different, I guess, groups of authority figures that are going to try to help or are helping, and they're going to bring the ending to this case. Okay. All right. So I will end here, and then I'm going to probably take a break from Nancy for a few days, see if there's anything else, unless something new comes up that I want to read about. And then I'm going to start doing Karen and the other people that I have on list, the boy Sebastian, and Charlie Kirk as well, over the weekend. So stay tuned to that. If you have anything you would like to suggest me to look at in regards to Nancy's case, maybe something I've overlooked, I can always pull some cards on that. I'll be glad to do that. And I'm happy you guys are watching, commenting, subscribing. That makes me so happy and fulfilled. I am learning. This is a learning process. All of us are here, you know, getting different messages, and you know, we're all trying to take the light from each of us to kind of bring her that direction to that they can find her. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you have all a great weekend.